My name's Jamie Miller, and I'm 29, a barista at a quiet coffee shop in Vermont. This is my story about lies, family, and chasing the truth. It starts last fall, with leaves turning red and gold outside my window. I live in a small apartment above the shop, a place my dad, Tom Miller, helped me rent before he died 3 years ago. He was a truck driver, honest and tough, always telling me, "Jamie, keep your eyes open. People hide stuff." I didn't know then how right he was, or what I'd uncover about my own family. Dad left me a little money and an old storage unit full of junk, or so I thought. My mom, Carol Miller, remarried a year after he passed. Her new husband, Greg Tanner, is a car salesman with a loud laugh and shifty eyes. His son, Kyle, is 25, always bragging about get-rich-quick ideas. I never liked them much, but Mom seemed happy, so I let it slide. Last October, I was cleaning my apartment when my phone buzzed. Mom sounding nervous. "Jamie, can you come over? Greg's got news." I grabbed my coat, uneasy. At Mom's house, Greg sat at the kitchen table, grinning like he'd won something. "Big opportunity, Jamie," he said, sliding me a flyer about a car lot investment. 10 grand gets you in, huge profits in months. Mom nodded, excited, but I frowned. It sounded too good, too fast. "Where's the lot? Who's running it?" I asked. Greg waved me off. "Details later, trust me, we're family." That word, trust, stuck in my throat. Dad's voice whispered in my head, "Check what you can see." I said I'd think about it, but I was already suspicious. The next day, I couldn't shake the bad feeling. I drove to Dad's old storage unit, an hour out of town, to clear my head. It's packed with boxes, tools, and his beat-up desk. I started digging through papers, bills, receipts, nothing special, until I found a locked metal box under the desk. My hands shook as I pried it open with a screwdriver. Inside? 5 grand in cash and a note. "Jamie, emergency fund. Don't tell anyone." My heart raced. Why hide this? Did Mom know? I stuffed it in my bag, questions spinning. Back home, I hid the cash under my mattress, but sleep wouldn't come. Why would Dad keep secrets? The next morning, I overheard Kyle at the coffee shop, talking on his phone by the counter. "Yeah, Greg's got her hooked. We're moving the money soon," he said, voice low. I froze behind the espresso machine, heart pounding. Her? Mom? Money? Dad's cash? Kyle didn't see me, but I saw him smirk before he left. Something was wrong, real wrong. I had to figure out what they were planning before it was too late. I called Mom that afternoon, casual-like. "Hey, you investing with Greg?" She hesitated. "A little. He says it's safe." My stomach twisted. "Check your bank, Mom, please." She sighed, but agreed. Minutes later, she called back, panicked. "Thousands are gone, Jamie. I didn't move it." I clenched my fists. Greg had her account access. She'd trusted him with everything. "Don't tell him you know," I warned. "I'll handle it." My mind raced. Was Greg after Dad's hidden cash, too? I needed proof, fast, before they took more. The next night, I drove back to the storage unit, rain pounding my windshield. I checked the desk again, nothing new, but then I saw it. Muddy boot prints near the door, fresh ones. Someone had been here. My breath caught. I hadn't told anyone about the unit, not even Mom. Had Greg followed me, or Kyle? I grabbed my phone and texted my friend Sam, a mechanic who knows shady stuff. "Run a check on Greg Tanner," I said. "Quick." The cash felt heavier in my bag now. Sam called an hour later, voice tight. "Greg's got a past. Scams, fake deals, got off light years ago. Watch out, Jamie." My chest tightened. Greg wasn't just shady. He was dangerous. I thought of Mom, stuck with him, and the cash he might have already sniffed out. The next morning, Kyle showed up at the coffee shop, all smiles. "Heard you're nosy lately," he said, leaning on the counter. "Family shouldn't dig too deep." His tone was playful, but his eyes weren't. "What's Greg hiding?" I shot back. He laughed and left, but I was rattled. Suspense hit hard that afternoon. I rigged a cheap camera in the storage unit, motion-triggered, linked to my phone. If they came back, I'd catch them. At 10:13 p.m., it buzzed. Video of Kyle sneaking in, flashlight in hand, searching the desk. Then Greg appeared, whispering, "She's close. Hurry up." My blood boiled. She's close? Me? They knew I was onto them. I grabbed my keys and called Sam. "Meet me there. Bring your truck." I sped through the rain, anger and fear mixing like a storm inside me. I pulled up to the unit, tires screeching. Kyle jumped when I barged in, dropping a crowbar. Greg spun around, face dark. "Jamie, you're in over your head," he growled. "This cash is ours now." I stepped closer. "Stealing from Mom? From me?" He smirked. "She's easy. Trusts too much." Headlights flashed. Sam's truck. Greg lunged at me, but Sam burst in, big and loud. "Back off," he yelled. Greg froze. Kyle bolted. But the trap was set. I'd already called the cops. They were minutes away. Police lights lit up the night soon after. Greg and Kyle were cuffed, spitting lies as officers searched the unit. They found fake investment papers in Greg's car, plus bank records showing he'd drained Mom's savings, 20 grand gone over months. I showed the cops Dad's cash and note, proving it was mine. Mom arrived, tears streaming as I explained everything. "He fooled me, Jamie," she sobbed. "I should have listened to you." I hugged her tight. "We're okay now. He's done." But the damage wasn't over yet. The next week, cops dug deeper. Greg had scammed others, widows, old folks, using charm to bleed them dry. Kyle helped, faking businesses to hide the money. They'd targeted Mom from day one, knowing Dad left her something. The cash from the unit was safe, but Mom's savings were half gone. She sat quiet for days, ashamed. I kept working, pouring coffee, but my mind wouldn't rest. How long had Greg watched us? Had he planned this before Dad even died? The thought made my skin crawl. At the trial, truth poured out. Greg had a list: names, bank details, people to rob blind. Mom was target 12, marked as lonely, gullible. Kyle played dumb, but evidence showed he'd laundered cash through fake startups. They got 12 years each. I sat with Mom in court, her hand in mine, as the judge slammed the gavel. Reporters swarmed outside. Vermont's family scam made headlines. I just wanted it over, but people kept staring, whispering. My quiet life wasn't quiet anymore. After I moved the cash to a bank vault, no more hiding spots. Mom sold the house Greg tainted and moved near me. We started a fund with Dad's money to help scam victims. Small, but something. One night, sipping coffee on my balcony, Mom smiled weakly. "Your dad would have fought like you did, Jamie." I nodded, throat tight. "He taught me how." The leaves were falling again, red and gold, and I felt it. Dad's lesson wasn't just about cash. It was about protecting what matters. Life settled, but I stayed sharp. I still sling coffee, watch the customers, listen close, like Dad said. Greg and Kyle are locked up, but others like them are out there, smiling, waiting. Mom's stronger now, helps with the fund, talks to victims. We're a team again, scarred but solid. Last week a guy came in too friendly, pitching some sure thing. I smiled back, said no, and watched him leave. Trust's a gamble, but I've got Dad's eyes now, open wide, ready for whatever's hiding. That's my story. Messy, scary, real. I lost some, won more, and learned family isn't just blood. It's who you fight for. The coffee shop hums, rain taps the roof, and I keep going. Dad's gone, but his voice isn't. "Keep your eyes open," he said. I do, every day, waiting for the next shadow to step into the light. Suspense never really ends. It just brews quiet, like coffee until you taste it.